Look at this machine. It grinds away in an empty void, consuming energy without ever producing an output, perfectly illustrating an indifferent, inescapable loop. This is the core equation of absurdism, the collision between the innate human desire for meaning and a universe that remains silent and chaotic. We live in an era of high-resolution digital connectivity and optimized bureaucratic systems. Yet, for many, the result of this efficiency is a distinct sense of alienation. To navigate this, we turn to the mid-century theater of the absurd. Samuel Beckett was a primary architect of this movement. His plays stripped away traditional drama to focus on the raw experience of isolation and waiting. Eugene Ionesco followed a different path, focusing on how language itself breaks down, leaving characters unable to transmit meaning even while they speak. While these playwrights were responding to the trauma of World War II, their core themes have gained new weight in our age of rapid technological shifts. We can use their work as a diagnostic blueprint for the digital and bureaucratic structures of the 21st century. Adopting an absurdist framework allows us to see these systems clearly, treating philosophy not as an escape, but as a practical tool for survival. The foundation of this strategy is Albert Camus and his 1942 essay, The Myth of Sisyphus. In the popular view, Sisyphus is a simple allegory for the backbreaking, repetitive struggle of modern labor. That view treats the story as logos, a literal argument, but Camus offers it as mythos, a narrative designed to express the ineffable nature of human dignity. Camus shifts the focus away from the physical labor of the push. He focuses entirely on the descent. This is the walk back down to the plain to retrieve the rock. In this moment, the struggle pauses. Camus identifies this as a moment of conscious revolt. For the duration of this walk, Sisyphus possesses total psychological agency. His time is his own. The task remains objectively meaningless, but in the descent, Sisyphus creates a subjective meaning for his existence. Sisyphus finds happiness in the realization that his time belongs to him. By generating meaning internally, he asserts human dignity against a universe that offers none. This concept of the meaningless task mirrors the daily interactions we face in the digital age. Eugene Ionesco's play, The Bald Soprano, serves as an ideal study of how communication collapses in these environments. The play features characters engaging in cyclical dialogues that loop indefinitely. They exchange words, but they never achieve a genuine connection. Digital platforms function much the same way. Engineered for maximum connectivity speed, they strip away the depth of the message. We have optimized the volume of our communication while inherently limiting its nuance. Abbreviated texts, emojis, and curated images act as masks, obscuring the human yearning for purpose. This constant bombardment of digital noise simulates interaction while simultaneously amplifying our sense of isolation. Our social feeds have replicated the absurdist stage, a system where we are constantly communicating, yet structurally incapable of being heard. We can shift this diagnostic lens from our personal screens to the broader institutional structures that govern our lives. Franz Kafka's The Trial depicts the struggle of navigating an incomprehensible, opaque legal system. Kafka's protagonist, Joseph K., is systematically stripped of his agency by faceless authorities and arbitrary rules. He becomes a mere data point in a machine that operates beyond his comprehension. Samuel Beckett's Endgame echoes this, showing how repetitive rituals and routines further dehumanize the individual. These theatrical blueprints reflect the reality of the modern workplace and government infrastructure. Algorithms and automated protocols reduce human beings to quantitative metrics, statistics managed by a system that does not see them. Modern bureaucracy operates as a self-sustaining loop, prioritizing procedural adherence and efficiency metrics over individual agency. The modern individual is caught in a vice, squeezed by the digital void of communication on one side and the bureaucratic labyrinth on the other. We are pinned at the center of this macro-level web. There is no simple escape from these systems. Algorithmic feeds and bureaucratic hierarchies are the unavoidable rocks of the 21st century. However, recognizing the absurd is not an invitation to surrender. Instead, it allows for conscious revolt. This is the only viable response to our current architecture. Resilience begins by acknowledging the indifference of the system, refusing to look to it for meaning, and generating that meaning for ourselves. Reclaiming mental agency amidst the noise of the digital age is the contemporary equivalent of Sisyphus's descent down the mountain. Camus' instruction to imagine Sisyphus happy is the practical requirement for maintaining human dignity today.